everyone. That was not good. Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know, I am Mr. Fry, the instrumental director here. On behalf of myself and Mrs. Moyer, we would like to welcome you back after 2 years of being on stage, in person, live bodies. Although we are not at Sun Valley tonight due to construction and a lengthy renovation process up there, we are excited to be down here today. And before we start, I do want to thank our gracious hosts, Mr. and Mrs. Hazlett, for literally allowing us and helping us. They're here tonight running sound and lights and helping us get through this. It is very difficult to be in a place that's not yours and still do the things that we do. So I do want to thank them for allowing us and being such gracious hosts. So thank you. Tonight, at this point, if you wouldn't mind silencing all cellular devices. You don't have to turn them off because you probably have already hit the QR code here for our lovely program. That you can do during that and read all the fun stuff about what we are and who we are and the kids that are up here. Also, if you have to leave or if you're coming in and out, please wait for the appropriate time, which would be at the applause time. And then you can leave and come back. Folks who are here for the band, although we have plenty of seats available, it is appropriate this year to leave after the band portion so that we can allow for more room for the choir, parents and families to come in and view their wonderful performance too. So without further ado, let's get this thing rolling. We have up here 3 tunes from our percussion, or our freshmen and sophomores percussion ensemble. The freshmen did not get to do this last year, so they're all of them are sophomores at this point up here, and friends. Austin is a senior tuba player that took the class, and we jump him into there. You will hear some 3 mixed up tunes that we do every year with this group, and they are exceptionally well. So without further ado, here is the Freshmen and Friends Percussion Ensemble. Weren't they just wonderful? Yeah. We're going to do just a little bit of transition, get a few of these instruments up here, back up onto the stage. We brought basically all our instruments from Sun Valley down here to make it easy and only have to move a few things. One of the things that, and if you didn't know, one of the things that we're going through and they're going through as student musicians is they've been kind of playing in their own little worlds over the course of COVID and over the course of being in isolation. And we made these, these really neat virtual ensembles, but they only played in a room by themselves. And we put it together and it sounded great. They did an excellent job. That's the big challenge right now, as in the world too. We're trying to just figure out how to interact and re-interact with each other. And they're doing that musically. They're trying to learn how to listen to each other and experience new things being in the group. So that's our biggest challenge. We're going to open up the curtain here and let the other folks breathe a little bit here. called Snow Day Celebration. We all love a snow day, and we can't wait till we have another one or start having those and getting on Dr. Steinhoff to make that call that we get to stay home for a little bit and for that one day. So one of the neat things about this tune is, I'm going to say we cheated a little bit. This is one of the ones that we did virtually last year. And what we did again this year, being able to play it, and we started uncovering things that we didn't hear before, they didn't hear before, the students might have played a different part. And again, it's that musical journey that we took this year and we're taking this year to really start to listen and develop as this player in an ensemble setting. So hope you enjoyed that one. We're going to move along to I'll Be Home for Christmas. World War II era, it is exactly what it is, and we can use this. There's so many different things. We talked about where this comes from potentially in your life, whether it's an armed service member that may not be home for Christmas, and we dedicate this to those. It is also, and one of the greatest lyric in here, if only in my dreams. And we end, that's the last little bit. So if we can just imagine that, but hope you enjoy I'll Be Home for Christmas.
I'm Katie, and this is Nate. Mr. Pry and I met my 8th grade year, and since then, he's managed to convince me to join every high school band ensemble, despite me trying to give up my music completely, and I've never regretted it. He's given me and all of us a new passion and love for music. Even through COVID, he did everything he could to make sure we were still playing and finding new ways to be creative with our music. Everyone here is so thankful for everything he does for us and everything he has taught us.
We want to thank you, Mr. Fry, a lot. During times when most teachers didn't have classes during COVID, you kept it through and kept some normality in our life. And I very thank you for that. Mind you, it was the only class I had to wake up for, but it was very helpful and it got me through a lot of times. So we just want to thank you.
Man, I'm only doing what I think I should be doing, right? There's a few other folks. First of all, I did want to recognize our district band. We had a whole slew of folks audition for district band this year. 3 of them were chosen to move on: Caitlin Bunch, Lena Cummings, and Austin Rakers. They're going to be representing us at, I want to say Marple Newtown in the end of January. I do want to also thank our parents. I'm just going to say, parents, thank you for trusting me. Thanks. It means a lot that you just send your kids to me. I mean, granted, you get the nights off, especially marching band members. You send them to me, and I get them for 3 hours. I get it. Sending me on a Saturday, it's a whole day. You get away from them. I'm glad you have them back now, but I do miss them. But thanks for sending them to me and sending my way. Even the few nights that we get here to rehearse on stage, it really means a lot. They are the best kids at Sun Valley. This is the stuff. Between this group and the group that you're about to see with the choir, this is the stuff that needs to hit the presses. And that's what it needs to do. And Miss Gloria and I are just so proud and fortunate enough to be able to work with them. So they say find something that you love and fool people into thinking that that's your job. I'm getting paid for this and I love it. So thank you. Thank you. And I do want to thank the marching band staff is here supporting not only the kids during the fall, but in here as well, the folks that are up here and that are in the choir. So they're in the back there. Thank you all for coming and checking out the kids. So we have one more tune that we're going to do for you before we hand it over to Mrs. Moore and the choir. This one, I am going to dedicate this particular Polar Express to Linda Parker. Linda Parker was our financial secretary for years and really helped Mrs. Moyer and I get through everything that we needed to do. When we needed money, she found it. When we messed up things and didn't know what to do, she told us what to do, and she was there. This is her absolute favorite tune, and we always do it. It's in a rotation. She retired last year, and we weren't able to do this. This is on my rotation, and we didn't get to do it. She's here tonight. So this is, Linda, this is for you. This is Polar Express.
Thank you.
give us about 5 minutes or so. We are going to close the curtain here on these folks. We're going to do a transition here so we can get the choir risers, and we're going to bring the choir out. It might start before 7:45, who knows? When we're ready, we're going to open it up and introduce Mrs. Moyer to you and the rest of the choir. Thanks for coming. Have a great night.
Everybody, welcome to the choral portion of the concert. I am Mrs. Moyer. I wanted to welcome you real quick. We are about to sing our traditional song, "Oh Holy Night," and I'd love to, usually have the alumni come up here and sing with us, but I'd love to, if you'd like to, you could maybe stand down here and sing along with us if you would feel like you'd like to. I'd like to invite you to do that. I'm going to have the soloists come up and we'll set them up at the mics and we will get started. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I'm very excited to be here after a year and a half of no concert, so it's good to see all of you and welcome. She's a little shy. That's not all right. She's playing piano. Let's give another round. Thank you. I'm going to have them kind of shimmy off, and I'm going to chat with you a little bit about them. And we're going to get set for. We'll get set for the chamber choir, but I just have to tell you, I've really enjoyed getting to know your kids. I have 110 of them up here. It's awesome. And we have a leadership team in the choir. And the leadership team a couple of years ago charged me with, hey, there's a lot of people in choir. We don't know each other so well. So can we do something about that? So I promised them that once a month we get together in our class and we spend a day getting to know each other a little bit more. Some of the things that I've done with them was I wanted to know what else they were involved in. And, you know, not only are they great students and they're great singers and they work really hard for me, I had to write it down. They're also involved in dance, NHS, PBIS, swim, the musical, yearbook, soccer, baseball, cheer, football, committee, bowling, student senate, the band program, track, firefighting, honor society, mock trial, basketball, field hockey, tennis, Valley Vogue, and they also work outside of school. And they're just so impressive. You're raising great young people, so thank you so much for letting me work with you. So they're ready to go. This is the chamber choir, and our first selection is I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. I hope you enjoy it. It's a very hard arrangement, and they did a great job with it, so I'm really proud of them. I'm proud of them all, so enjoy.
No crocodiles, no rhinoceroses. I only like your baby boy. Save our sons and daughters. Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you delivered will soon deliver you.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy will give sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy took the storm with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? When you kiss your little baby, you kiss the face of God. Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know?
The blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the dumb will speak, the praises of the Lamb.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day rule the nations? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect lamb? This sleeping child you're holding is the great I am.
Mary, did you Mary, did you know?
Thank you so much. So if you're looking at your program, I did write some program notes in there about some of the things that we have been singing. We opened the concert with a Hebrew piece. It's actually the dreidel song sang in Hebrew. So we got to learn a little bit of Hebrew. The second piece we learned was in Latin. It was by Bach. It is from one of his large masses. It's actually, I think, the 11th movement of the Mass. And he was famous for writing round. So it's that second piece we sang started off with the basses, and then the tenors, then the altos, and the sopranos. And it emphasized 4 measures that moved around the choir. And we discussed that, and we tried as a choir to emphasize those 4 measures like Bach wanted to happen. As they're making their way back up here, I wanted to share one more thing that we did together as a choir. The month of November, I asked them to write on a sticky note one thing they were thankful for. And they put them all up on my board, and I summarized them. So they collectively said they were thankful for family, friends, music, experiences that they were going to have this year, the ability to see colors, people who care about me, not having to Zoom anymore, in-person school, my alto family, the altos are really close, my parents, and choir. So, you know, it was really cool to see what they had to talk about. I have to brag, another thing I have to brag about is this year we sent 12 students to go audition for the PMA District Honor Choir, and 9 of them made it this year. So those 9 students will be going to a festival in February to work with a collegiate professor and other students from around this area that made the choir. If you are a District Honor Choir member, can you raise your hand real big and wave to everyone? You can see their names in the photo. And those 9 people are currently preparing for another audition the first week of January to hopefully go to Region. So I wish you guys luck. Go get them. I'm going to hand the mic over to them a moment and let them talk. I'll be back.
Is this one on? This one's on? Alright. Hello everyone, my name is Kelsey Celestino and I am the president of this year's choir government. And I'm Autumn Brown and I am the vice president of choir. And every year it is tradition for the president and vice president of choir government to pull some money together from the choir and get a gift for our lovely director here. This year the choir really pulled together. We managed to get her a huge gift. Would you like to open it?
I have to open it?
Yeah, I wrapped it for you. It is, yeah, my mom tied it for you. Oh, that's a great question.
Oh, there we go.
So this is something that she's been saying she wants in her room for a very long time. So you guys know there's construction happening at our school right now, so her choir room is always dry. So we got it for her. So we wanted to give her a gift every year, and especially during this year, as if this is our first winter concert since 2019, so we missed our concerts in person last year. And we are beyond thankful for the amount of dedication that Ms. Moyer has put towards last year through the pandemic, and of course through this year in order to have our winter concert happen. So, thank you.
Well, thank you, everybody. Yeah, this is exciting. Okay, well, we're going to continue to entertain you guys here. Oh, this is one of my favorites. This is Ain't It That Good News. Nice little spiritual for you. It challenged them because it has a lot of hard rhythms in it. And you'll notice that the melody gets passed around the choir, so they're not singing at the same time all the time, which is quite difficult. And a lot of dynamics. So I hope you enjoy. This is one of my favorites. Have fun. Okay, guys, bring your folders up. Let's get going. Do it.
I got a crown up in the
hard, and they're fabulous. Thank you for giving them to me. Thank you. And choir, let's thank our parents for taking us to rehearsals and practices and all those things I listed. That's so bad.